Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, my YouTube family. How are you? I hope everyone is doing well. And happy Monday. I don't know if people like Monday or not. I know after the weekend, who wants to go back to their job, their work. Yeah. So, anyway, beginning of June, I guess. I can say happy June. you know. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing my channel. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate everyone, and I'm so grateful to all of you guys. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me, and now look, the weather is getting better too, and yeah, we all gonna go to the beaches, vacations, picnic, barbecue, get together, that's what we all do in the summertime, and I'm looking, I definitely need a vacation, and meaning international vacation, not local, yeah, let's see, hopefully in a couple of months I can go somewhere, because it's overdue. Actually, my vacation is overdue. I was supposed to go a long time ago, but some circumstances happened, and you have to get your life together, and you have to pay attention to your work, your mom, your kids, your home, my mom lives with me. I have two nephews and I have a son. uh, so my mom, she was not I mean, actually, a couple of years back, yeah, um, she was not feeling good, but now she is much better. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much for your blessing, and I'm so happy that my mom is doing much better. I take care of her medicine, I take care of her food. I make sure that I give her medicine in the morning and the evening, so she will not miss her medicine sometime. She's going through mild dementia. So she's like, losing her memory. She doesn't remember anything. If I speak to her something like half an hour ago, she doesn't remember. But she's doing much better than before, yeah. Yeah, she actually remembers like 50 years back what happened, but she forgets what we spoke last night or yesterday, But I am so grateful to Babaji and Bholenathji and Jesus that he has his blessing on us. He has blessing on my mom, on my kids, on my home, on everybody, all my close friends and family, the only thing I wish for everyone is to be happy and healthy. That's it, Stay happy and healthy and make other people's life easier. No need to seek for revenge. I always say forgive, forget, and move on. That's the way I think. That's my motto, and I believe in that. And yeah, just forgive and forget and move on. Make your life better, and make other people's life easier and better as well. Don't hold any grudges toward anyone. I mean, we all go through so many obstacles in our life, so many good experiences, bad experiences, but that doesn't mean you have to carry on to your another relationship. You have to leave that burden behind, in order for you to move on with somebody else, in order for you to move on in a new relationship or in a new friendship. If we hold on to these toxic relationship that we went through, we will never move forward, you know. So that's why I always say, whatever it happens for good. Whoever, my thing is, you want to go, go. You want to leave. You don't want to be with me, fine with me, you know. I am happy and I am whole the way I am, you know. As long as you have your kids, you have your mom, you have your close friends, you know, that's what it matters, you know. Um, you know, I'm not one of the, yeah, when I was younger, I used to party, me and my ex-husband, yeah, we used to party like almost every weekend, you know. But, you know, once your kids grow up, you need to also change certain things about your life. You have to make yourself a better person. You cannot be, you know, thinking like you are 35 years old or 40 years old, you know, because kids, like my son, he just turned 26 years old, and my oldest nephews, you know, they're old, you know. So you have to set up a good example for your kid, you know, and you cannot continue to be irresponsible, you know, manipulative, you know, and think like you can do whatever you want and whenever, and you can treat people with disrespect, you know. That's not my way, you know. My way is like, if you cannot respect me, then don't waste my time, you know. Yeah. I'm not one of those person who takes people's craps, you know. Yeah, I do have patience, and I do have certain amount of patience, you know. Um, there's a limit to certain things, and when things go beyond your limits, then you definitely, people do need to take some action and think about it, about their own peace of mind, their own, you know, you don't want to go through this toxic, you know, where people talking bad things about you behind your back and playing victims, you know. I'm not that kind of person. So I just say forgive, forget, and move on, you know, and be happy, you know, and make other people happy, and stop doing nonsense. Stop doing these nonsense thing with all these people, you know. Grow up. You need to grow up, especially if somebody is like grandparents, you know. They definitely need to grow up. Some of these grandparents I met, they are so immature, very immature, you know, not stable at all, you know. They think like they can, you know, play around, mind games, this and that. But you know what, it's better to be, you know, take the responsibility and take the accountability, and stop playing this stupid game, because you are not getting younger, you're getting older, trust me, you know. And in your long term, one day, trust me, when you're going to be alone by yourself, you're going to think about it, you know, who was there for you, who was guiding you to the right path, who was helping you, who was, you know, who loved you genuinely, you know. These are the things that matters to me, you know. If you're not a genuine person, if you're not a good human being, I don't like to be with those people. No, I don't like fake people. I just cannot tolerate, you know. I cannot tolerate lies, cheat, manipulation. I don't like people who don't take accountability for their actions. I'm just, even, it doesn't matter if it's your relationship with someone, or your family members, or your friends circle, you know, or your kids, you know, whoever it is. That's one thing I don't allow, you know, in my friendship, relationship, anything, you know. For me is like, be honest, you know, be honest, straightforward, whatever it is, take the accountability, you know. What is the worst good thing gonna happen? Anyway, guys, I love you. Thank you so much.